CBS 21 Political Insiders with Rob Hanrahan.
And we're joined now by Republican strategist Charlie Gerow and Democratic strategist Mark Singal. Guys, thanks for coming in as usual for our Tuesday night segment. It's a big Tuesday on Capitol Hill today. The GOP trying to push through the tax reform plan. The House vote went smoothly, Charlie. Everything went just fine. But it got to the Senate, and now there's a hang-up.
A technical glitch is all that it is, Rob. The Byrd rule, which, you know, we could spend the next part of the show explaining, but really wouldn't be very helpful to people. It will be corrected. The Senate will vote it. The votes are there, and there's an old rule. If you got the votes, you vote. If you don't have the votes, you talk.
It is true. That's just a snafu that's going to be fixed in the next couple of hours. And it's likely that the Senate is going to hold on to all of their Republican votes to get this done. And to be fair about this, and Charlie will be surprised by this, there are some modest benefits for the middle class in this bill, up to, say, about $200,000, income. But the fact is that 60% of these benefits are going to the top 1%. So this is by no means real tax reform. This is a transfer of wealth back to the rich. And that's why people are revolting about it, and that's why people in poll after poll are saying they are not for this bill.
Charlie. I'm glad that Mark acknowledges that there are some modest benefits to the middle class, because there are. This is not the greatest tax bill that's ever come down the pike, Rob, and that's why I'm really confounded by the fact that the left has their underwear in a wad over this. That Nancy Pelosi says it's Armageddon, for crying out loud. I mean, this is the classic little boy that cried wolf. This is a very modest proposal. Most important, it's going to make America competitive again, and most important, it's going to recognize real economic growth, something we didn't have under Obama. We now have. This is going to ramp up economic growth. That's good for everybody.
But to both of you, there has been a lot of criticism about this whole process and how fast it's being pushed through. You know, they say it should take 6 months or longer for tax reform and everything. But critics say it's being pushed really fast. Is today's glitch an indication, Mark, that maybe it is moving along too fast?
To an extent.
Really not buttoned up?
It really is, and I've seen this. When you have a deadline, when you have a self-imposed political goal that you want to achieve, and all the stops are out and you're trying to get it done, these mistakes do happen. The fact is there haven't been formal hearings on this. There have been a lot of give and take, and there's been a lot of press and all that kind of thing. And I think we're ready to vote this. If you're going to get it done, go ahead and vote this. But Charlie's not right about one thing, and that is this does have dire consequences. That $1.5 trillion debt is not going to go away.
My Democratic friends all of a sudden have a newfound concern over the debt, Rob. Barack Obama ramped that thing up so high you could barely see it in the stratosphere, and now we're going to worry about the debt. But the debt is overcome when you don't have a static model. When you have a growing, vibrant, healthy economy, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Economic growth, something Barack Obama and his Democratic pals knew nothing about, is the key to it all.
Here's the fear, just real quickly.
It's got to be quick.
Yeah. Paul Ryan has already said that they're gearing up next year for chipping away at spending programs. So they're going to pay for this debt by cutting Social Security, Medicare, health care, and food. That's the stuff that poor people depend on.
Cutting spending. What a novel approach.
Totally out of time. You can hear more from our political insiders by joining us on Sunday mornings at 8:30 for CBS 21's Face the State.